For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now from Murray. And it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action, it's Murray. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there. A big one.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down.
Back to throw here. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2.
On second down, here's the option. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Matthew Ioannidis busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
It's second down.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Intended for Dallas Goedert. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 54 yards away. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
That's
a huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Murray off play action. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 56 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He was brought just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Von Miller able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Murray with a 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I like that play call right after they've been sacked because they anticipated pressure again. And if you believe that, you know you've got to get the ball out of your hands quickly. That one was incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. It's a gain of 7, and it'll move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I'm trying to collect.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll only get this back to the 15-yard line, so that decision's going to cost him 5 yards.
15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 58, right?
Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Alexander. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 41 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Eagles 21. Washington.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play.
21, Washington 14.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. But took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run. It's Sanders. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line. Check.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
26 months. Any day. 26 months. 26 months. Not today, Mark. Not today.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
11 yards there, first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Philadelphia.
Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Washington.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
27-yard line.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Today's final score.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.